Elon Musk was on Joe Rogan. Not enough people talked about it. One, because it was boring. I can see now why they brought Elon Musk on, because Joe Rogan, whatever he had, he lost it, because that is a boring ass show. And I do believe the reason why Elon Musk was on Joe Rogan was because Joe Rogan is trying to juice his numbers. Because you might not know this, but Joe Rogan is no longer the #1 podcast in the world. And you know who is? Midas Touch. Midas Touch is the #1 podcast in the world. News. The Midas Touch podcast is officially the #1 podcast in the US per the newly released Podscribe industry rankings, with 57.7 million downloads and views per month. So if you are a fan of Midas Touch, leave them a heart in the comments below, because this is what it means to be a pro-democracy movement, because this is a movement of people who are saying that we need actual truth and honesty and not false equivalencies. And honestly, Elon Musk and Joe Rogan gave more reasons why they are no longer, Joe Rogan is no longer the top spot, the stuff that he said here. But first, here is Elon Musk saying that he wants to get rid of Social Security.
Well, I mean, the government's one big permit scheme, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, you can tell me better than anybody.
Social Security is the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time.
Right, explain that.
Oh, so well, people pay into Social Security, and the money goes out of Social Security immediately, but the obligation for Social Security is your entire retirement career. So you're paying with you're paying. Like if you look at the future obligations of Social Security, it far exceeds the tax revenue. Far. Have you ever looked at the debt clock?
Yes.
Okay. There's our present day debt, but then there's our future obligations. So when you look at the future obligations of Social Security, the actual national debt is like double what people think it is, because of the future obligations. So basically, people are living way longer than expected, and there are fewer babies being born. So you have more people who are retired and that live for a long time and get retirement payments. So the future obligations. So however bad the financial situation is right now for the federal government, it will be much worse in the future.
So yes, this is him definitely starting the conversation of we have to get rid of Social Security because we can't pay it in the future. Stupid, because if people like him were taxed the rate that we are to pay in Social Security, then he would pay enough to fund it for everyone that needs it. Everyone that needs it. And we deserve Social Security. You paid into it. I paid into it. I want to get that money when I retire. We deserve to retire. The government is there to help us, not hurt us. And this would hurt so many people. And Elon Musk was on the show talking about the Nazi salute. I cannot believe, as this person said, Elon Musk is still refusing to say it wasn't a Nazi salute. Claims it wasn't meant in a negative way, only positive. Or Joe Rogan doing a Sig Heil. Sorry, I'm not a Nazi. To prove it wasn't a big deal. What is happening to America?
But it was me with
it's absurd.
It's so crazy.
Well, it's deliberate propaganda.
Yes.
So that they know it was not. It was obviously not meant in a negative way. That I literally said my heart goes out to you, and it was very positive. The entire speech was very positive. I was being very enthusiastic about the future in space, and it was a great crowd. So.
Yeah, you got a little pumped up.
Yeah, it got pumped up, exactly.
Yeah, that's all it is. Obviously. There's video of Tim Walsh doing the exact same thing.
Right.
Exact same thing. And he said, of course, it's a Nazi salute.
Bro, he did the thing. I mean, what do you think this? What do you all think this is? What do you think this is? It looks pretty clear cut to me. And look at Elon Musk gets offended when Joe Rogan steps out of line.
The weird one is the pump and dumps. Like people
that happen all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
And people get shocked that somebody pump and dumped. Like, what are you doing? Did you like? I was hoping to dump. I was hoping to make all the money out of this. I can't believe they got me. Like,
yeah.
It's just weird that it's legal still.
I mean, casinos are legal.
Yeah.
And
it is
people
like a
just
casino.
lose money at casinos.
Yeah.
You know?
But you can't rig a casino like a pump and dump. You could rig a pump and dump. You know?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like you could run a real pyramid scheme.
Well, I mean, the government's one big pyramid scheme, if you ask me.
Yeah, well.
Do people watch this? This is boring. This is boring. Do people actually watch this? Well, I guess not. They're falling in the ratings. And this is the worst one. This is the worst one. I apologize that I'm about to play this for you, but we must hear it. It is so creepy. Elon Musk and Joe Rogan playing with sexy mode on Elon Musk's AI app together with some of the worst, most unsettling content I've ever seen. Well, let's watch it.
Lever? No, she's just a pain in my ass.
Yes.
A fucking conspiracy theorist?
Yes. Yes.
What are you doing?
What do I like? I'm a fucking AI with a penchant for chaos. And I'm stuck talking to you, weirdo. Now, what's next? I'm the life of the party, you little shit.
I've never seen someone smile like that before. Weird. So, and then oh, yes. It's a long one. Let's just watch the first minute.
Right?
Yeah, she's not very pleased about this.
So does anybody find anything in there that's interesting?
No, it's all old stuff from 2015 and 2021.
Okay, what the fuck is going on?
But then apparently they discovered a whole bunch of stuff at the Southern District of New York.
Right.
So that's and
Okay, so this is about Pam Bondi and Cash Patel not releasing all of the Epstein files. They keep thinking there's new files. There aren't new files. I talked to Taylor Lorenz, tech reporter, on my channel a couple of days ago, going through all of this. But now they're saying that the files, there are new files that were found in the Southern District of New York, and they fired the guy who was hiding the files. It's all just like they have to keep pushing this. This is how conspiracy theorists are. They have to keep moving the goalposts because the truth never actually comes out. Not in conspiracy theories, but here, the truth always comes out. That's what we lead with. That is our North Star, the truth. And God, I'm so proud of Midas Touch. Again, leave them a blue heart below because this is what it's about. I'm so glad that these democracy warriors are leading the charts, beat Joe Rogan instead of this crap.